Hi guys, how are y'all today? If you're catching this on my YouTube channel, my name is Louise McCann. I'm a physical therapist and a yoga instructor and a Pilates instructor, overall fitness obsessed. Yes. So today I am going to show y'all 14 stretches that I highly recommend, okay? So I'm doing this live on my Facebook page, but I totally plan to upload this to my new YouTube channel called Made to Move with Louise. You will find a variety of yoga classes on this new channel. So yeah, I just started it, so give me some grace. I'm just trying to learn all the ins and outs of YouTube. But today is about these 14 stretches. And I do have little pictures I can show you, but I had several people ask me if I would do a video on the stretches because they're more of kind of auditory or visual learners. I said, absolutely, we can do a video. So we are going to start off, and they kind of flow together, but we're going to start off in a child's pose. And in child's pose, your big toes touch, your knees separate, and all of these stretches are going to promote the overall health in your body. God created you to move. If you come away with that one thing is, oh my gosh, I have got to start moving. And maybe you start with these 14 stretches. So let's start in child's pose. Knees are separated, big toes touch. You can let your hands grab your feet, or for a little added stretch, we'll let our hands go to the top of the mat. Rest your forehead on the mat. Now this feels really good, but it's also a nice stretch for your low back. You can roll temple to temple on your forehead or just find some static stillness. Just hold it here. Now in these stretches, you just listen. I want you in child's pose. But in these stretches, when you're doing them at home, hold them for at least 30 seconds. At least 30 seconds. That's where we have found that changes in our connective tissue and our muscles really occur. So hold it here and breathe. I'm going to be encouraging for y'all to do these deep diaphragmatic breaths. It's not how you normally breathe. Big inhale and exhale. Good. Come on out of it, and we will. Well, big inhale. Moving our diaphragm and exhaling it. Resetting our nervous system. Resetting that parasympathetic nervous system. And exhale. Let's come into cat and cow. So all fours, hands in knee position right here. Now you've noticed I've got two mats here. You only need one. I've laid down a mat that's kind of in this cross position so that you can see me in different ways. But hold it here, hands in knee position. So you're gonna do cow with me. You're gonna drop your belly, take a big inhale, and then exhale it. Chin to your chest, navel to your spine, really arch it up. And we're gonna come out of it, slide your shoulder blades down your back, drop that belly, and then let's do it again. Chin to your chest, arch it up, arch it up. Let's do that several more times. Inhale and exhale. This actually promotes the health of your spine. Arch it up. Let's do it again. You can always stop the video, okay, once the live video is done with. You could stop it and do more of any stretch or hold it longer. Let's do one more, this nice cat and cow. If you haven't done that in a while, that should feel really good. Now we're gonna get our hands to the top of the mat. So these 14 stretches really shouldn't take you more than 10 or 15 minutes a day. Tuck under your toes. We're going to come up into a plank. But maybe you're like, I've never really done a plank before, Louise. We'll start off onto your knees, okay? Start off on your knees and just have that body right there. But if you have done plank before, tuck under your toes and just lift it up and hold it here in plank and breathe through it. Y'all breathe. So notice that it's like walk the plank Métis. So we're not sagging it and we're not downward facing dog, at least not yet. But hold it here. It is the #1 abdominal move. Breathe through it. Y'all breathe. I'm going to walk it back around. Good. Just hold it. Now, if you can hold the plank for 60 seconds, that really does help to promote health. You can always drop to your knees. Y'all inhale. Even the knee plank is good. Now, if you were a wrist person and wanted to drop down to your elbows, you could do that as well. Hold it steady. See how long you can go? Again, you could pause the video. Number 1, abdominal move. But we're going to drop to our knees and we're going to go into a Cobra. Yep, see, we're already on number 4. There's 14. So we're going to lower it down. Get your hands underneath your shoulders, guys. And we're going to inhale it up. And then exhale it. Elbows stay super close to your body. You're going to inhale it up. And then exhale. Good. Plant those feet into the mat. Nice Cobra. Good. Inhale it up. See if you can hold it for a moment. Breathe through it. Squeezing your glutes a bit. Cobra is a wonderful back exercise, but it's a good back stretch as well. Now from Cobra, you're going to tuck under your toes. Get your hands to the top of the mat. We're coming up into downward facing dog. Yes, we are. Tuck under those toes. Start in plank and then bottoms up. And then once you've got that bottoms up, I'm going to turn it around a bit. Make sure you're looking at your toes, okay? Looking at your toes, not your thumbs. And pull the navel in and tilt your pelvis under. So if your tailbone is going towards the sky, I want you to tilt it, tuck it under towards your mat. Go ahead and chin to your chest. Move that head around. There's a ton of benefits in this inversion. Fingers are spread wide, okay? Your palms are flat, and you're going to breathe. Maybe you want to walk out your dog. One heel up, one heel down. This is going to realign your spine. It's going to create more space in between your vertebrae for your disc, D-I-S-C. Little fluid-filled sacs, creating more space, strengthening our arms, stretching the backs of our bodies, getting fresh blood and lymph into your brain. It's L-Y-M-P-H. Clearing up any brain fog that might be in there. Creating more clarity. There's so many benefits to downward facing dog. Y'all breathe. Nice deep breaths. I'm going to come back around. Good. Y'all taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Now walk your hands back towards your feet. Good. Right here. Going to get your feet in between your hands. This is called the forward fold. And I am going to say that if you are at home and you have books or blocks, we could also have a strap. I call them my yoga toys. Good. Right here. So when folded fold, forward fold, you don't have to touch your toes if you don't want to, okay? Or if you can't, it's okay. But you can come right here, rock your knees forward and back. So for some people, this might be a little bit intense. You could always use blocks. You can get these blocks at the Dollar General store. If you got a TJ Maxx by you, those people are yoga fans. They have some of the best yoga equipment I've ever seen. Good. Rock it back and forth. Academy's got them too, guys. You can get yoga equipment really affordable. See if you can find somebody local, though. I'm always going to push people to buy local rather than on Amazon. Good. Right here. Hands on your shins. We're just going to lift you halfway. Then you're going to fold it. And I want you to roll it all the way up. But that forward fold is one of the 14 stretches. Take a breath. Take a breath. Inhale up. Exhale. Now, we're going to take it. So if you're on your mat, you might be taking it wide. We're going to take it wide. I'm going to face y'all. Take it wide. It's called wide leg stance stretch. Hands on our hips. Knees are soft. We're going to inhale. And then exhale. Make sure your knees have a slight bend. And you're just going to fold it forward, guys. You're going to get your hands right here. You're like, whoa, that's a little intense. Use a block. Use a block or a stack of books. Hold it steady. Good. If you want to come all the way down, you could grab onto your ankles, the top of your head towards the mat. and just hold it here and move the neck around. It's another form of an inversion. Yes, you're like, oh. If you're really feeling this, I want to encourage you to do these stretches every day with me, okay? Do them every day with me. I can send you pictures, but I've got a couple of people who take my yoga classes, and the pictures just aren't doing it. They're like, I need a video of Louise doing this. So hold it here and breathe. Focus on your breath. And bring that breath and your mind to gratitude. God made you to move. He created your body to move. Take some breaths. You were not created for stress. We got to figure out ways to release it. Now turn your toes out, and you're going to transfer those hands. This is called goddess. So your shoulders are going to be over your hips. Head over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Knees are out. Good, and my toes are pointed out as well. We're just going to hold it and breathe. Now, once you got good at this, you could do a shoulder release, just like this, all right? If you wanted to incorporate that into your stretches. Yes, a little shoulder release. But I do have pictures I can send. And once again, I'm going to upload this into my new YouTube channel. So hold it steady and breathe. And then we're going to release it. Release it on up. That feels better. Come on down. We'll walk our feet in. Good. We're going to kind of go ahead, tuck it under, land the plane one more time. And we're going to do some staff stretches. I'm going to show you the staff stretch. So you get your legs straight. Could always use a strap, or maybe you don't have a strap. You could grab a big towel or a big sheet. I'm going to show you how we use the strap. So you're going to inhale. It's called seated tall mountain. Lift out of your hips first, and then we fold forward. If your hands find your feet, great. But if they don't, that's okay too. You could grab a strap or a big towel or sheet. Inhale and lean it forward. So when I first started my career in physical therapy, we didn't really have all these like straps and fancy stuff. We would just grab big sheets or big towels. Good. Hold it steady. So if I do send you the pictures, if you comment below, just comment 14 and I'll send you the 14 stretches. They're not pictures of me, okay? But in the picture, the person's kind of like reaching. But I want you to find a place for your hands. Either your feet, shins, floor, strap. I want you to find a place for your hands. Because you'll be able to get a little bit deeper into the stretch and flex your feet. So yes, breathe. We've got to find ways to reduce our stress. We're going to let it go. You're not a beast of burden. No, you're not. You were not created for stress. Hold it here. Breathe through it. Now from staff, and again, especially if you're watching this on YouTube, you can pause it if you want to hold it a little bit longer. But let's come into butterfly. So soles of your feet together. Maybe hold on to your toes. Now if you've got tight hips and so you're like this or like this, scoot your feet a little bit away from you. It might make it a little bit more easier. So we'll send those knees down. And again, we're going to lift up and we're just going to lead with your nose and hold it here. Now you can have your hands out in front. You could even have your hands behind you. I like my hands on my toes. So either one, you could even go under. Lots of different ways to explore this. But shoulders are open and head's back. Chin is off of the chest. So when you start watching my videos on YouTube, I will constantly be giving education to get us out of the forward head, rounded shoulder position. We call this tech neck. I know it's sad, right? But this used to be little grannies on their walkers, right? But now it's teenagers and adults. But we're going to fight that. Open those shoulders, lean forward, and you should feel this. That should feel good. It's one of my favorite stretches. The next stretch we're going to do is for your quadratum lumboris. Yes, you could Google that, the quadratum lumboris, along with your iliopsoas, but it holds your torso to the bottom half of your body. So what I'm going to ask you to do is keep that right foot in. We're going to extend out that left leg. Okay, right foot in, left leg. We're going to stretch some muscles in your back. Now the quadratum lumboris, well, let's find it. You could always use the block. Get that block behind your leg. You can reach it on over, or take that arm behind that left leg and reach. This is one you could explore too. You could turn your chest down a little bit, but when the chest is open, we're really being specific about the quadratum lumboris. It's attached to your spine, and then it attaches to the top rim of your hip, your pelvis. I know, crazy, right? So without the quadratum lumboris, and the iliopsoas as well, there's about 4 muscles. If we didn't have those, we would walk around floppy. Inhale it up. Oh, and let's just do a little reverse. Stretch. Oh, that should feel good. Woo! Let's do the other side. And you might find that one side is a little bit tighter than the other. That is totally normal. Totally normal. Just depends on kind of right hand dominance, left hand dominance. So we'll lean it on overhand, arm behind that right leg. Get those little fingers reaching for your foot. Hold it here. So my left side is a little bit tight because I'm right-handed. So while my right hand and my right side of my body is doing its thing, my left side is stabilizing. And so that side, the stabilizing side, can get a little bit tight. Hold it here. Again, you could always pause the video, okay? Because you should probably just have the phone right here. And if you do these all the time, it will become second nature. But let it release. Oh. That should feel good. And we're going to come on up. Nice work. I'm so proud of you. We're almost there. Yep. Just got like 3 more. Watch this one. So we're going to call this one the bridge, shoulder bridge. So right here, sleepwalking arms. Make sure your bottom's in the middle of your mat. You're going to roll it on down. Roll it on down, guys. And what I'm going to ask you to do, right, is make sure that your feet are hip width apart. 10 toes are pointed ahead of you, right? You're going to get your knees kind of underneath, or actually, excuse me, your knees above, the ankles underneath your knee. Hold it here. I'm going to ask you to tilt your pelvis so that your low back is flat on the mat, and then release it. So think of your pelvis like a cereal bowl, and you're tilting it, low back's flat, and then you're going to release it. This time, though, if you want, because you could just do pelvic tilts. That's part of my happy back program. That's a whole nother discussion. But you can tilt your pelvis, press through your feet, and then slowly roll it on up. You might want to walk your shoulders up and just hold it here. There's a ton of benefits to this. If you wanted to interlace your fingers underneath your bottoms, you could. And just breathe through this. Nice deep breaths. I really want you to feel your belly rise and fall. This actually promotes the health of your thyroid. That's a little gland in front of your throat. It's a kind of a particular gland. If you want to keep it healthy, one of the best things you can do is stay hydrated, lots of water, and get the toxins out of your life, okay? Toxins. Just anything that's basically not natural really affects your thyroid. All right, y'all ready? Yeah, holding it here. Breathing, push into our feet, push through those feet. Woo! And then we're going to slowly lower it down. Nice and easy. Bring your knees into your chest after that one. That should feel good. And then legs are going to go up. Oh, we'll do some ankle pumps. Might as well tap behind your knees. There's a whole little cluster of lymph nodes back there. Let's open them up. Tap, don't slap. They're tender little lymph nodes. Good. Calm it down. I want you to take your right ankle, put it over that left knee, interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, gently bring it toward you. Now you can use your right elbow to push away your left knee if you want. Just hold it here. I do want you to feel this. So if you straighten out your leg, you can see the fork. Hold it steady. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. And from this one, I am going to kind of go rogue on you. I'm going to slip a stretch in here so maybe I should say, well, we're going to keep it at 14 stretches. This last stretch, I don't really have a picture of it. I'm going to give you a couple of things, okay? So figure 4 is a hip opener, but I've got lots of hip openers. I'm going to do a class soon on my YouTube channel that's just a hip opener class. But release your hands. I want you to slide your top leg over the bottom one, so it kind of is like your legs are crossed, okay? Like you're sitting in a chair. And then bring these knees a little bit closer to you, just like this. Hold it here. This is stretching out your piriformis muscle. The piriformis muscle is a tiny little muscle, and a big nerve runs through it called your sciatic nerve. Now, if you don't feel this, just lean to the left a little bit, and you should feel that. Feel that? Hold it steady. Shoulders are open. Get a good stretch. Oh, I wish I was there with you, and I'd push on your knees just a bit. But the piriformis, yes, piriformis muscle, whoo, big. It's a little muscle. That big sciatic nerve runs right through it. When I get to heaven one day, I'm going to ask God, why the tiny little muscle in that big nerve? I have a feeling once I'm standing in front of Jesus, I'm not going to be worried about my piriformis muscle. Hold it here, but I am now. Release it. Get those feet up. Oh, let's do some ankle pumps again. And then take that left ankle over your right knee, interlace those fingers behind the right thigh, and bring it toward you. Notice I'm taking my left elbow, and I'm pushing my left knee away from me. And hold it here. And just breathe through it. Nice and easy. Release, guys. And I'll be doing more videos, but I didn't want this one to be too long, but you can hold stuff in the tightness of your hips. Let it go. Let it go. We've got to find ways to reduce your stress. Good. You could stay here. I don't want you to come out of it until you're ready, but we're going to go ahead, slide the top leg over the bottom one, so your legs are crossed, bend, and then bring those knees into your chest. And again, if you don't feel this, you're going to want to lean to the right just a little bit. Hold it here. Relax your face and shoulders into the piriformis stretch. Hold it there. It should feel good. We love the piriformis stretch. Then when you're ready, and not a moment before, we're going to straighten them back up and just hold it here. Good, right here. I kind of like to call this legs on the wall posture, where I'm just supporting my legs. But you know what? If I was doing this, I'd pause that video. I'd go get my bottom right up next to maybe the headboard on my bed or a wall, and just hold it here for like 5 to 10 minutes. Called legs on the wall posture. Tons of benefits to this. Really bringing all that fluid and let it come down into your body to be processed out. Good. You could stay there. I'm going to rock it up, and I'm going to tell you, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. So again, this was requested that I actually put this on my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to kind of figure out ways to do that. So I'm navigating it. I decided to go live on Facebook. I'm going to download it to my computer and then upload it to my YouTube channel. So, because not everybody's on Facebook anymore, and I love y'all. Get moving. You were created to move, and you were created to be grateful. Find something you can really be thankful for. God loves you so much. He does. He's got a plan and a purpose for your day. Great. Thanks for joining me live, our friends here on Facebook. Y'all, God bless y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Mwah!